What's going on, Clutch? Squat!
What up, what up, what up?
It's your boy Dub.
It's boy Ross.
This is Clutch going back to you, ladies and gentlemen, of the video today. You feel me?
All right, we're going to check out the most generational crash outs in the animal kingdom. Animals, they don't operate on rules like we do as humans. They have their own natural rules. And if boys want to crash out, they just gonna crash out and that's it.
Crash out it will be.
There's no, hey, don't do that, lion. Why would you do that to that gazelle?
It was food. And you better move before you be next.
Yeah, I mean, the animal kingdom is different.
It's straight to the point.
Yeah, straight to the point, bro. It's either kill or be killed. Simple as that.
And survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. So we're gonna check this out, man. Let's get right into it, man. Nature, you scary.
Oh, yeah. The way my soul would have just went.
Bro, this nigga hopped from the grass and like, what's up, niggas?
But he tried to swing at it. Once I heard the,
bro,
I'm out. Dropping the
camera. If you ain't got the blicky,
better leave quickly.
Oh my God, run that back.
In hell, bro.
Oh, I had fear. Bro, you can't even see it. You hear it first. Oh, they going at it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh
no.
Crash out. Here's the definition, and here's the definition, but in picture.
Oh my God.
You catch a fade and you run from it just to get hit by a car?
Niggas just sitting there like, damn, that's crazy.
Damn, bro.
Oh my. It was probably over some vagina.
Some bread.
It was over some vagina, bro.
See what I did there?
You stupid.
See what I did there?
Bro. Come on, dog. You stupid.
And if it's not clear now, it will be by the end of this video. Crash outs exist in all walks of life. You know what they say. Where there's a will, there's a way. For a Chris to get rocked by a Fresh Prince flick of the wrist. But today, we're gonna talk about the biggest crash outs in nature. And there's a lot to choose from, so some had to get left off. I won't be talking about hippos, honey badgers, or Cape buffalo. I've said my piece on this roid-raging homicidal hydro horse on steroids. We already know Africa's Black Death is a hunter's nightmare for humans and lions alike. And I have an entire video on this biracial Black Air Force hate-mongering Hufflepuff. But what I will talk about are rhinos. Because I've said that rhinos are legally blind, terminally traumatized anxiety tanks that'll buck up to anything from a butterfly to a buffalo. Except I was wrong. Recent studies show that the eyesight of rhinos might not even be that bad. It's just their attitude. Which means that rhino fully punted a warthog purposely and unprovoked, while this one perceived an assault on 8 wheels and still went for a literal headshot. There's a reason why a group of rhinos is an honest-to-God crash, but they're not even the biggest crash outs in Africa.
If they make hippos
that would be
run,
elephants.
Yeah, it's time to move.
Yeah, if hippos are running away, don't mess with them niggas, bro. Yeah. Don't mess with rhinos, bro. The fact that they can barely see you like that and they just running at you at full speed, like, I'm gonna hit something.
I feel the energy and I'm going towards it to ram it.
Like literally, they're the biggest. Whoever made this up actively helped escort people off the census, which they don't need help doing since elephants flatlined over 600 people last year. But it isn't until elephants hit must that they really become crash out kings. Must is when a sudden burst of hormones turns elephants into 12,000-pound drunk lusting fat boys. The word must even comes from the word intoxicated, and a down bad bull's testosterone levels can spike 60 times higher than normal. And that's where the crash out comes in. No animal is safe from an entitled elephant that can't handle rejection. Not even baby elephants. Eating a toddler because his mom won't relieve you, crash out. But the real degeneracy didn't show itself until humans got involved. Yeah, it's that kind of story.
That was
Poaching
a warning.
Is evil, we all know it, and it's often the older, more mature bulls that get hit the hardest, for obvious reasons. What wasn't expected was removing elephant OGs from the population meant that the younger, immature teenage bulls and must got even more out of pocket. And what do you get when you have unruly 6-ton pests with no father figure to keep them in line? Hell if I know. There was a period in the 90s where 3 young bulls that got rejected by their own kind, resorting to violating and killing not 1, not 2, not 10, but 63 rhinos.
Damn.
This behavior for an elephant apparently means turning a rhino from a tight end to a whiteout, and it wasn't until the seasoned, more mature bulls were brought back in that the rhino ravaging eventually stopped. And it's not just males that can choose violence. We can't forget that time an elephant traveled across India just to life-deprive a 7-year-old senior citizen while she was getting water. For context, that elephant escaped from the Dalma Wildlife Sanctuary and traveled over 100 miles to the Rapai village in Odisha. Being homicidal for over 100 miles straight is already menace behavior. What solidified it
To be able to remember,
This nigga,
to carry that kind of distance, remembering what somebody did to you.
I didn't forget.
Yeah,
I know how you smell.
I do.
And I'm going on a journey. I'll be back, y'all. Where you going? I gotta handle some shit. This nigga turned into John Elephant Wick and went on a fucking journey. Found where they were at and said, "What up, my nigga? Do you remember me? Who?"
To handle business.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. That's why, hey, if you are around the elephant, be nice, be kind.
Be gentle.
Please be gentle, because I promise you, when they
will
get
remember.
up, I'm going to remember that shit, nigga, and I'm going to find you. Even if you on a whole nother country, I can see an elephant hopping on a fucking boat, finding its way to get to you.
Do you remember the time?
At your front door, knocks with his nose. Hey, what's up, bro?
UPS.
Come outside, let's talk.
Hey, you remember this shit you was doing? What's up? All you remember is an elephant tusk coming straight at you, full speed, over something that you don't even remember.
You don't even remember what happened.
It'd be crazy.
Was that same herd pulling up to that woman's funeral later that day and paying everything but respects. And that same
Pulled up to
elephant
the
grabbed her
funeral.
soul
But
evacuated
respects.
0 HP body and proceeded to put her in the negatives. Basically, she got put on a shirt, except the shirt was reversible. And after desecrating her corpse, dessert was destroying the woman's house along with several others.
Bro.
Now, many have said the woman Maya Murmu had it coming and was involved in poaching, and this was a case of an elephant not forgetting or forgiving.
Yeah.
It also could have been someone's grandmother getting murked twice and memed on Twitter all because of RNG. We'll never know the why, but what we do know is my favorite animal is capable of crash outs of catastrophic proportions.
Yeah, bro.
And now we got the smallest crash out in the world. When a colony of Calabopsis saundersea ants gets attacked,
Calabopsis.
some of the soldiers will rupture 2 huge poison-filled glands and literally blow themselves up.
What?
They don't just seppuku
Calabopsis.
themselves, they also rain a toxic corrosive glue that either traps the op ants in place or just burns them alive. It's self-sacrificing altruistic behavior meant to defend the colony, but that is one hell of an escalation. One species of termite also has a concept of kamikaze themselves, and they have toxic glands that actually grow as they get older. That means the same old worker termites with dull mandibles that can't fight or forage as well as their juniors also carry the most potent explosive backpacks in the colony.
Not
So their last
explosive.
act of service involves eviscerating themselves in a rain of internal organs, intestines, and toxins, which proves that the most dangerous crash out is the one with nothing left to lose. For reference, that's like breaking into a house and the last thing you see is a senile 90-year-old rushing you with a bomb strapped to their chest. But the wildest crash out might be what aphids do once a predator breaks into their home, because not only will soldiers come together and turn themselves into fleshy fireworks, they'll use their own bodily fluids to plug up the opening. Even if it means they get left outside in past tense, even if it means they suffocate on their own insides, and even if the process senses subtracts them instantly. It's one thing to self-destruct to backpedal a predator, or even after already being eaten, which aphids actually do. Using Flex Seal made out of your own guts for home repairs is exactly the type of behavior this video is about. But if elephants violating the natural order didn't already tell you, the worst crash outs are the ones humans created. And this black Air Force B is the result of one of the biggest oopsies in human history. Back in the 50s, African bees were brought to Brazil and crossbred with their more domesticated European cousins. The idea was, if they could combine the two, they could create a bee that was more efficient than the Europeans in tropical climates, while also being less defensive than the African counterparts. But in one of the most consequential f***ups possible, a local beekeeper accidentally released 26 swarms of Africanized bees, including queens. But experts said not to worry, that the bees would either die out in the foreign climate or get bred out of existence by the already present European bees.
No. Yes, but actually no.
By the 60s, they made it across the country. By the 80s, they hit Mexico. By the 90s, they were popping up in the US. And today, the Africanized assault has spread throughout America like a rage of hungry rash. And here's the thing with playing God with bees. You better be prepared for hell. These Africanized bees were way meaner than anything this side of the Atlantic had ever seen. They were way more aggressive, much less forgiving, and the same honey merchants that were enough to legitimately punk elephants, that's not a joke by the way,
That boy
doing numbers on unsuspecting people. You see, where European bees might
they
send
have a
10 to 20
specific
guard
call
bees
to
after
warn
you,
the
the
herd
Africanized
of
flying mob
elephants.
will pull up in the hundreds. And where European bees might chase you for a couple feet, the African variety will chase trespassers for a quarter of a mile.
They will
assuming you even
chase
get
you,
that far. The irony is, African bees have smaller hives. That means these gang flies weaponize a higher percentage of their hive just to go
flies.
after you. Add the fact that the very smell of bee venom is like a Batman signal to the rest of the hive, and you realize just how badly that one beekeeper screwed us over. Speaking of venom, you probably know that honeybees die after stinging, since the stingers are barbed and attached to their abdomen, causing attacking bees to literally disembowel themselves. What you might not know is that stinger will continue pumping venom into you long after the bee has become or
unless you
was.
remove it.
Now that's just doing the most.
That's
how you get stories of people being chased by vindictive swarms. Oh, and by the way, it's proven if you try to duck the fate by jumping in the water, they will wait. Sometimes with fatal consequences. In 2013, a Texas man died after being stung over 1,000 times, and the bee still had enough malice left over to leave his wife and daughter with 100 apiece. It says a lot that the dietary habits of the Crash Out mascot might have helped create one of the most infamous crash crowds in the air. But not all crash outs are fueled by hate. Some are powered by love. Courting bald eagles will interlock talons and plummet down towards the earth, only to separate at the last possible second. 'Cause apparently feathery foreplay means death spiraling in a questionable game of chicken. Apparently, it's to test each other's fitness as a possible partner. You know, separate the strong from the strongest.
Hell no.
Except it does the opposite when the entangled avians crash land into trees, water, or sometimes straight pavement and take each other out the dating pool. And bald eagles
Take
mate for
each
life,
other
so
out
where
the
do you
dating
even go after your vow renewal turns into a wake that only one of you is conscious for? A study showed that eagles will also death spiral with rivals, so it's really a case of either f me or fight me or just don't waste my time. But that makes even less sense, because at least with a mate, the logic is you're trying to find the strongest, most eligible single to spend the rest of your life with. Handing death a 2-for-1 BOGO deal because you had beef and literally couldn't let it go is the definition of crashing out. At least when it happens with deer like moose, you know it's really bad luck. But voluntarily interlocking toes just to die with someone you claim to hate, like what's really going on here? But that relationship's nowhere near as toxic as the house sparrows. It's like Tweety listening to NBA Youngboy. It's a honey badger with wings and an op to every other bird, but especially their own kind.
What?
Okay, so the crashing out is caused by the fact that house sparrows are monogamous and mate for life. They're also serial cheating air strumpets, and 15% of sparrow children born aren't even related to the male raising them. Cheating isn't a foreign concept to birds. Thoughts and prayers out to the penguin that got dogged out, got his cloaca kicked by his wife's boyfriend, begged for her back, got beat again, only to get rejected and bust his the third time. Yeah, no way he goes out that sad. Male sparrows that suspect their partner of cheating get their revenge by purposely feeding their children less, bordering on starvation. The thing is, he has no way of knowing which chick's actually his. He only goes by how much time the mother spends away from the nest. Basically, imagine your dad starves you within an inch of your life, all because your mom spent the equivalent of 10 extra minutes at the grocery store. The female sparrows ain't sweet either. The difference is she cheats with better genetic quality, or you could say high value males, while the male cheats to spread his seed as far as physically possible. Except that the female catches on to the cheating, she responds by slaughtering his entire family, children and all. And it's scientifically proven that butchering the babies offers no advantage to the offending female. It's just pure love of the game. Cheating's never right, but when your get back gets children buried, you have lost the plot. Especially since the females most likely to commit baby cancellation are second wives. As in, they got with a cheater, got with him due to cheating, only to wipe out the entire first family. Also, I just thought about it. She also has no way of knowing which chicks are his. That means she really just life retires any baby sparrow she comes across. Yeah, that's a crash out of the highest order. And right up there with them has to be this frog. It's a culinary crash dummy off the fact that the Argentine horned frog would rather choke to death trying to swallow something physically bigger than they are than just give it up. Scientists have found expired frogs with their stomachs torn open out of pure stubbornness. It's a gluttonous breathing pot of Greek card come to life. Not only that, they're terrible swimmers, embarrassingly bad jumpers, and yo, they don't even rib it.
They just there.
What the fuck?
Fool done sold every aspect of being a frog just to moonlight as Jabba the Gut. They can even develop amphibian corneal lipidosis, where they hold on to so much fat, they literally accumulate fat deposits on their eyes that blind them. To be fair, it's usually from overfeeding in captivity, but my brother in Christ, even Nakado Avocado put the fork down at some point. Especially since frogs can't vomit, the best this kitchen crash out can do is fully eject their stomachs. But luckily, they're not a threat to you. Next is a crash out that the majority of the American audience has to sidestep
Cleaning
on a
his
daily
stomach.
basis. Which is funny because the Canada goose nearly got put on an eternal milk carton due to overhunting and habitat loss. In fact, we fully thought they were out of stock in the 50s until a small flock was found in Rochester, Minnesota. And with the help of the Migratory Bird Treaty Act in the US and the Migratory Birds Convention Act in Canada, along with conservation efforts, the Canada goose was able to make a comeback. And humanity and geese lived happily ever. Absolutely not. Yet a cobra chicken came back with a vengeance. I called the sparrow an airborne honey badger. Nah. It's this barcoded assault with wings. Easily the most undeserved arrogance I've ever seen on an animal. And that's really what it is. This damn velociraptor has some wildly irrational confidence. They're like Family Guy. They nearly got canceled, came back, and my God,
he
did
don't
not
give
get
a
just
damn.
for it. Even Sully's heroic landing in the Hudson wouldn't have even been needed if a goose didn't try to run a fade with a plane. Just proof that you can get a lot of mileage at a false unearned valor. Because it's a bluff.
That's what it was.
Geese nest on the ground, so they only really can respond to a threat to minor safety by implementing the honey badger method. By raising hell until you meet someone that takes you there. Add the fact that they've managed to lose their fear of humans, and you have a honk-happy threat to national security. I've even read reports of them apparently luring chasing dogs into deep water just to attack and harass them until they eventually drown in exhaustion. To be fair, you could just leash your dog. Oh, also, goose tongue. But yeah, that attitude's a bluff, and they read body language, so act like you've been around a goose before and you'll probably be fine.
Hey, what's
so
up,
why are
nigga?
geese so mean?
Right.
Yeah, they'd
What's
probably
up, man? You want something different?
What's up?
up?
I'll cook you right now.
What's up? What's up, boy?
That's sad. You gotta get ghetto with a goose, bro. Cause the nigga gonna pull you. He gonna try to pull your car. Like, what's up?
What's up, bro? You ain't never seen a goose before around here?
You comfortable? You don't look too comfortable. Nah, that body posture look. You scared.
Hold on. Stop.
You scared.
Stop moving right now. Oh, yeah, it's on, bro.
I cooked that little nigga, bro.
probably be dead if they weren't.
Look
at least
at
they're
that.
not capable of really damaging anything but your
man,
pride.
he just trying to get
Complete
to work.
opposite of chimpanzees,
Bro.
my word. Probably a top
coming
3
back.
crash out in nature, cause you really never know what could set this
Dog.
chainsaw with thumbs off.
Nah,
Change your
bro.
hairstyle for the first time in 10 years? Yeah, you just lost your face privileges. Push one of your troop mates a little too far? Call it Kaizen the way you about to get jujutsu jumped. Do a fucking barrel roll? Absolutely not. Not
Yep.
in these parts. Chimps and really primates in general have a sense of
Oh my
fairness. Do
God.
something they view as unfair? Oh, buddy. You finna find out why they're the prime ministers of unproportional reactions. This man decided to surprise his former pet chimp with a chocolate cake for his birthday. The real surprise was 2 male chimps getting out and mutilating the man for not serving them a slice first. I'm not gonna list the full extent of his injuries. I have a full video doing that. Just know the first 2 hospitals denied him entry because they literally thought he was a lost cause. Monkeys in captivity have also been known to mob a member of their own for receiving more food than the others.
Look at
And
him.
when I was 8,
Tapping
chimp
the
temper
floor.
tantrum nearly had me halfway to Helen Keller. Almost had me rocking the Nick Fury fit. And we cannot forget that time monkeys in India went on a campaign of dropping dogs from roofs after one allegedly attacked a baby of their own. Yeah, primates are some Hall of Fame crash outs. Question is,
Yeah.
what could possibly be more destructive? Well,
And there you have it.
tigers are easily one of the most vengeful creatures alive, and the moment
you
this
got it.
striped population control wants you dead, you might as well lease a casket. There's plenty of stories of tigers going from 0 to 1,000. In 2007, 3 teenagers that may or may not have been under the influence taunted 243-pound Tatiana the tiger, reportedly even pelting her with pine cones from a slingshot.
Aw,
Tati
come
cleared
on.
a 12-foot mow, severely mauled 2 of the
12
teens,
foot.
and killed the third. In 2016, a tiger ripped apart an infamous poacher named Baby only 4 days after his group reportedly shot his mate. In 97, a hunter named Vladimir Markov not only shot a tiger, but had the audacity to steal his kill. As a result, the Whisker John Wick stalked his cabin, tore anything
Whisker
that
John
smelled like
Wick.
him to shreds, including his mattress and bedding, and apparently even demolished an outhouse Markov had used. As you can guess, the story ended around the same time Vladdy did, once the Siberian assassin was there to greet him at his house. And then there's this. The backstory is that a mother tiger and her cubs had ventured beyond the boundaries of a park and had injured cattle in the process, so rangers went out to capture and relocate the trio. They successfully tranked and removed the cubs, but the mother was nowhere to be found. That was until about right here. The enraged mother cleared a full-grown elephant and managed to mutilate the mahout
they on an
taking
elephant!
several fingers with her, and the fury on 4 legs was never seen again. But the most infamous big cat crash out came in the early 1900s, when a tiger dubbed the man-eater at Champawat killed 436 people, giving her the highest human body count of any single animal. And it was discovered that the cause was a cripplingly debilitating tooth injury that forced her to go after easier prey. And that's the thing I do want to mention. I know I had fun with the crash out concept, but really all the tiger was ever guilty of doing was what came naturally. And that really goes for every animal on this list. Tatiana wouldn't have had to die and take someone's son with her if they hadn't gone and tested her killer. Travis was an overweight, socially stunted, Xanax-consuming time bomb that some woman decided to keep inside as a pet. Even the whole Elefino mess started with poachers destroying and fragmenting their families and probably giving the pachyderms PTSD. Like, I'll joke around and stuff for comedic effect, but I'm not actually out here judging animals by human standards. Because he said something real before he got Chris rocked and left with Fresh Prince.
Talk about the tiger went crazy. That tiger ain't go crazy. That tiger went tiger.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water, hug your mother. There's no church in the wild and no judge in the jungle, so don't expect animals to follow either. And I'm gonna see y'all
ass back
in the next one.
That's childish.
All he could do was just kneel, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all he could do was just, please. That's all. That's all he could do was just
take it. That's just one of them things, man. He knew that was it.
He just please. That nigga like, yeah.
I'm the king.
Get on your knees, nigga.
Pray to me. Animals don't animal.
Yeah, that's
they don't live by our standards, like we were saying. It's just it's part of the code and
respect the animal kingdom, bro. Don't be out there throwing pine cones and stuff at a damn tiger. Like, nah, bro. As soon as I see that, that's cool. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. That protective glass.
Nah,
bro. I'm not here to test it out, see how strong it is. I'm not gonna be the one.
I remember you. You was throwing them pine cones. What's up? Throw them now.
I'm out here now. I'm with you.
I'm here. Come on, bro.
Let's do this.
Listen. Oh no! Don't run.
Yeah, no.
Don't run.
I don't run now.
Jeez.
Hey man, look, he always very informative with his videos. Man. The link to the original one is down below. Again, make sure you don't to like, subscribe. Please. Let us know if y'all want us to check out some more of these. Woo. Which one do you think was the craziest one? Let us know in the comments down below. What animal would you not mess with? Yeah. Or want to see at all in the wild? Yeah. Let us know. But none of them for me. But it seems like every animal has some type of up on us.
Blondie right there, y'all.
Blondie. Blondie in it. While we talk about animals, that is funny. Blondie's in the mug chilling. Man, where the dog come from in the green screen? Unless she been sitting there. That is hilarious.
She look like she about to go to sleep. Like, hurry up, bro.
Cut the video off, bro. Cut the video. Tell them to spray a little bit.
Shit. Yeah, it look like she trying to fight her sleep.
Go ahead, let it go, Blondie. Let it go.
We gonna get out of here, Blondie.
We are. But nah, man. Continue to spread a little bit, love. Keep God first. We out of here like Blondie about to be. Peace.
From Houston. If you got a problem, then we got the solutions. And there's no illusion. I made this shit happen, I'm living life lucid. I'm switching my strategies. Now they hate on me cause I'm causing casualties. But why are they after me? Deep inside they know they can't handle half of me.